forecast for June 6th through June 10th, and we're looking at a typical early summer week. We got a couple chances for rain over the next. Nothing too hot, although certainly a little bit warmer than it's been. Really, after a beautiful weekend, we're going to have a nice couple of days here before we get our first chance of rain coming into the week. If we look across the country at what's going on here, first of all, chilly start this morning. We're still quite dry out there. When the dew points are low, that allows the temperatures to really drop. A lot of places down into the low 40s even this morning across southern Vermont. Depending on exactly, especially those valley locations where some of that cooler air is able to sink down into the valleys. But we'll be warming right back up again today pretty quickly as the sun comes out and getting us back up into the mid to upper 70s today. And then we see tomorrow, we're actually, this system here, which looks like it's approaching relatively quickly, is really going to take its sweet time. A lot of it's going to lift north of us, and then it's going to kind of come through as a front. And that doesn't really happen probably till mostly after dark tomorrow evening. So I think it's we could have a few showers as early as like 7, 8 o'clock tomorrow, but I think most of it really holds off till overnight. So for the most part, we are going to get a round of showers that comes through. Most of it will be while you're sleeping, and then eventually, as the system moves through, and we'll go through some more details of that. Some of this energy from way out west is going to catch up and approach the tail end of the front and try to kind of ride up along the coast as a bit of a developing storm that headed our direction for Wednesday overnight to Thursday. And exactly how strong that storm gets and how heavy the precipitation with it gets is definitely not determined yet. There are some models that want to give us quite a good slug of rain, some pretty heavy rain with that storm. Some others that want to just kind of give us a moderate dose of rain. Either way, we could use some rain, although not necessarily a big chunk of rain all at one time. But we'll have to see what happens exactly with that. It's a little too early to figure out exactly what's going to happen. You can see this big area of thunderstorms that's sort of organized into a bit of its own thing. We call these mesoscale convective complexes. But this is sort of dying out. They'll die out through the day today. It is basically associated with a front that's going to move through, that's coming through, as you can see on satellite. But you can see we do have a few high clouds. We won't be full sun today with some of the high clouds. It's a sort of a bit of a warm front. Not really a warm front, but a bit of a warm front sort of slides through. Although most of those clouds will also be just high clouds and not really affecting our sun too much today. Then tomorrow we kind of find ourselves in this relatively sunny area. Again, a few clouds towards the end of the day as the front approaches and moves through. In terms of what that looks like, tomorrow midday, here's our low pressure system north of the Great Lakes. It's going to swing through, and like I said, basically overnight Tuesday, it will move through these showers. There could be a rumble of thunder or two, although I think for the most part, we're just showers here across southern Vermont. I don't think we're going to really see much in the way of storms. There could, like I said, there could be. I wouldn't be shocked if we got a little bit of thunder and lightning with it, but I think for the most part, it's just showers and relatively brief. Thursday, this is the more interesting storm. Like I said, it's going to kind of ride up the coast as it's going to kind of be, it's going to start at least as sort of the tail end of the front that gets left behind. And how close it comes, there's some models that have it a little further out to sea than this. There's some models that kind of bring it just a little bit more west of that. And how strong it is and how much moisture it has associated with it is really not yet to be determined. There are some models that put out well over an inch of rain for some locations. That's definitely a possibility, 1 to 2 inches of rain. But I think the more likely scenario is we get like a 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch of rain out of this. And most of it comes through and is pretty much wrapping up by Thursday midday. Most of it comes through before dawn through the early morning hours on Wednesday into Thursday. So let's take a look at that forecast. Today, upper 70s to near 80 in those valley locations. Mostly sunny, but a few high clouds. Tomorrow, we're around 80, a couple degrees warmer than today. Again, a lot of sun, particularly in the morning. In the afternoon, we do start to cloud up a little bit as the front approaches. That will come through Tuesday night into Wednesday. This probably just brings 1/10 to 1/4 inch of rain in some quick showers, unless you get any heavier downpours in that where you might get a 1/2 inch. But I think for the most of the part, this is just 1/10 to 2/10 of an inch. Wednesday, we do get a couple of peaks of sun, although for the most part, we'll be mostly cloudy on Wednesday as there's not much different distance between these two systems. We're up in the mid-70s. A little bit soupy feel on Wednesday. Then that storm moves through late Wednesday night, really into Thursday morning. This is the one. How heavy that rain is with this is yet to be determined. Clouds will keep our temperatures down into the upper 60s. On Thursday, we could see a peak of sun or two by the end of the day. Weather will be improving. And then Friday looks like a really nice day. Full sun, a lot like this weekend. Temperatures in the low 70s locations, but a really nice summer day here across southern Vermont. And I want to give you your work week or your weekend highlights. Work week highlights. Warm but not overly humid to start the week. First chance for rain this week comes Tuesday overnight with a round of showers. Steady rain moves in late Wednesday night into Thursday morning. How much rain we get on the second round is yet to be determined. Heavy rain is possible, and then a very nice day on Friday. So that's your work week forecast. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel before, I would encourage you to do so. Help you don't miss any of my videos. And also, I want to give a quick shout out to my patrons who help financially support. I will be back on Friday morning weekend